101.5.
Blessings, you're tuned in to Throwback Talk with V Fox, and of course I'm V Fox, your School of the Legends team correspondent for the Washington Redskins. It always gets a little juicy this time of year on Throwback Talk, and you might ask why?
It's Dallas Week.
That's right, it's Dallas Week, Part 2.
Hey! You got to pay back. Revenge.
Talk a little bit about this game. The Dallas Cowboys dealt the Washington Redskins their first loss of the season in Week 3. It was an ugly win, but after 6 field goals, they were able to walk away with an 18-16 victory on Monday night. Now, it's no secret, the Redskins season has taken a bit of a U-turn, but the Dallas Cowboys, on the other hand, have seemed to have found their stride. These guys are certainly not the same team that we played in Week 3.
Wait a minute. I didn't say what I think I just said, did I? Hold up. Let's try this again.
Now, it's no secret, the Redskins season has taken a bit of a U-turn, but the Dallas Cowboys, on the other hand, are just the Dallas Cowboys. Some things never change, and the fact that we don't like those guys and they don't like us is still the case. There is a genuine dislike between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys, and so our guys are going to get up for this game probably more than any game that they have all season. The fact that they beat us the first time around and the fact that our season is kind of in the stature that it's in right now, I can expect the Washington Redskins to go out and play the heck of a game. Now, I like what Mike Shanahan said. He said that the team needs to focus more on fundamentals so that they can avoid frustration and, more importantly, desperation. Those are all things that I can agree with. If there was a time that we needed to put our foot down and turn the complexion of our season, it's going to be this week versus Dallas. Now let's talk about our offense versus their defense. Now it looks like I can hang my hat and be pretty sure that Rex Grossman will be the starting quarterback this week. I have no idea who the starting running back will be, and of course we've been plagued by the injury bug again, losing Hankerson, which means that Anthony Armstrong will have to step up big. Now on the offensive side of the ball, again, we have to find a way to establish the run. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what needed to be done, what fundamentals they went over, but we're going to have to find a way to establish the run or we can't be successful on offense. Now, I think there are some gaps in their defense in the short end. I think we can pass the ball on them, but we got to be careful because these guys have a way of getting back to the quarterback. DeMarcus Ware's on their team. We already know that he's an animal, and if we can get him blocked, I think we'll do a good job. Trent Williams did a great job against him last game, and I think that if we can neutralize him, then we'll get some time for Rex, and then we'll be able to kind of pick apart their defense. But we got to be careful. These guys know how to get turnovers, and so we got to be focused on that, keeping control of the ball, establishing a run, and not turning the ball over. I think we can do a pretty good job on offense if we can do those things. Now let's talk about our defense versus their offense. The Cowboys have been playing pretty consistent offense the past couple of weeks. Young wide receiver Lauren Robinson has stepped up big in place of Miles Austin as he's been down with injury, so he's someone we definitely got to be cognizant of. Des Bryant has been playing consistent football, so he's another one that when they're passing the ball through the air, we got to watch out for. Now the hugest upgrade they've had out of their backfield has been running back DeMarco Murray. Now, I got to give this guy credit. He's a Vegas boy, and he's doing his thing. He's breaking all types of records out of the Dallas backfield, so he's somebody that we definitely got to shut down if we plan on being successful on the defensive side of the ball. Now, injuries, again, have plagued us. Just this week, London Fletcher, LaRon Landry, OJ Atogwe all sat out of Wednesday practice. So those are guys that we definitely need if we want to try to be successful and try to stop these guys offensively. London Fletcher, I'd expect to play. He's our Iron Man. He doesn't miss many games. But I heard Jim Haslett say that if he's down, then Lorenzo Alexander is going to step in and play middle linebacker. The one-man gang, Lorenzo Alexander, the man that can do it all. Now, we don't want to have to go to that point, but if we do, I got a lot of confidence in Lowe that he can get the job done. So, defensively, those are the things that it's going to boil down to. We got to stop the run, stop the pass. It's just basic. That's all it is. Now for Vern's View of the Week. Everyone knows by now that Tashard Choice, a former Cowboy, is now a Washington Redskin. I've always wondered how this has to feel. This has to feel like your son marrying the daughter of your worst enemy. Now you've become a part of a family that you've always hated. But you got to go to work. It is a job. This is a benefit for the Washington Redskins because now he can give them insight both offensively and defensively of what the Cowboys like to do. And so I'd like to see how this will help us out in playing against the Dallas Cowboys. Now for your fantasy pick of the week, I'm going to go with Jabbar Gaffney. The reason I'm going to go with Jabbar Gaffney is because he and Rex Grossman, going all the way back to college, have developed some sort of rapport. These guys are comfortable with one another, and with all the injuries that we're facing on the offensive side of the ball, Rex has to have someone that he's comfortable with. So Jabbar, you are our fantasy pick of the week. Well, this is it. This is what it boils down to. This is our season on the line right here. We have to. If it's ever been a time where we got to put our foot down, we got to get mean. You heard the song in the beginning. It's the big payback. We got to pay these guys back for what happened in Dallas. They're coming to FedEx Field, and now it's time for us to reestablish ourselves and get this season headed in the right track. There's no better time than now. I got nothing else to say, so I'm going to send you over to the throwback item of the week. Continuing the theme for the month of November, throwback item of the week is dedicated to the memory of Sean Taylor. Again, I have a few items for you. The first one is a coin that was given to every member of that 2007 Washington Redskins defense. Has a picture of Sean, his name, his number, his position, and this is something that was very meaningful to all of those that played with Sean and that knew him personally. Secondly was a hologram keychain that was given to each of the defensive backs in 2007 by Coach Steve Jackson. And obviously this is something else that's very meaningful. It's pretty cool. It actually lights up when you twist it and you can see that picture of Sean at night. So like I keep saying, a great teammate, a great friend. Everyone knows he was a great player, but most importantly, a great man, someone that we all missed. And I really don't have a whole lot more to say, but beat Dallas! Beat them. Beat them. Hail to the Skins. Catch me every week for pregame and postgame analysis and everything in between. God